20 passengers sailing on Lake Victoria survived drowning on Saturday after two boats collided at a place called Lonaili between Buvuma Island and Lore Islands in Namaingo district. In a weekly press conference at police headquarters, Fred Enanga, the police spokesperson, says that an incident occurred at around 3 a.m. in August 2000, which is against the law, and that merchandise worth 34 million was lost.
We registered a boat collision head-on. That was on the 19th at around 4:30 a.m. The facts that we've gathered indicate that Issa CCA unlawfully and stealthily loaded 10 passengers, 230 jerrycans of fuel, 40 crates of soda, 10 crates of beer, and other merchandise, all valued at 35 million. And tried to transport and was transporting the passengers and the merchandise to Lorwe Island against the restricted transportation of passengers at night. So when they reached Ringira area in Buvuma district, because they lacked navigation lights, they collided with another cargo boat that was transporting sand from Rufu Island, also with 10 occupants heading towards Jinja.
Following the collision, the police say that this boat was loaded with sand and 10 passengers capsized, while that carrying the passengers suffered minor damages. Enang reports that a 51-year-old boat driver named Issa Sassie is being detained by the police marine section for illegally transporting passengers at night.
And so our police marine unit has in custody one Issa CCA, a 50-year-old boat driver, for conveying passengers in an unlawful manner on the 19th of August.
The accident comes hardly 2 weeks after an overloaded passenger boat carrying 34 passengers, charcoal, fish and fresh foods capsized, killing over 20 people, while 9 were rescued. In the same development, the traffic police spokesperson ASP Michael Kananura has warned that operations will continue on various roads and highways across the country. He says that drivers without driving licenses, those with permits out of class and those with expired permits should stand warned, and that their operations targeting them have also kicked off.
What is going to be done? Operations on borders targeting those without permits and helmets continue across the country until there is sanity on roads. Operations on all those driving without driving licenses, those driving out of classes, and those driving with expired driving permits, stand warned, you are all going to be arrested in these operations.
Kanamura says that as part of the ongoing crackdown, a total of 2,217 motorcycles were impounded after riders were found without riding permits and helmets. He says that such will continue until riders adhere to the requirements.
A total number of 2,217 motorcycles were impounded on various offenses. Out of these, 1,196 were riding on roads without driving licenses. 775 were moving on roads without crash helmets.
According to data from the traffic police, in a period of 1 week, 435 accidents were registered, 74 of which were fatal, 224 were serious, and 124 were minor. These accidents had 428 victims, 87 of which died, and 341 sustained injuries. Of those who died, 40 were traveling on motorcycles and 11 being passengers. 29 riders and 25 people were pedestrians. Pedson Mumbere, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.